Alright everyone, today I want to talk about baitcast reels. I've got an Abu Garcia here, and we're going to be talking about how to set them up, different parts of them, and basically so you can get it and set it up correctly for the first time you use it. These are kind of intimidating reels for some people. They work differently than your standard spin cast or spinner reel. And I actually prefer the spin reel for most of my fishing, but now that I've had the baitcast for a while, I'm finding it to be very fun to use, very easy to use once you know what you're doing. So on this reel, you can have three different types of adjustment. You got your fine-tune adjustment, which is a magnetic adjustment. You have your drag. Get it up by the camera here. This is your fine-tune magnetic adjustment. That's going to be the last thing you do. By your handle here, this is the drag. And you can easily change that while you're reeling or anything. And then here's your, let's call it the course adjustment. You got your course and your fine-tune adjustment. So we have to use this main adjustment for basically setting up every single lure we put onto this rod, onto the line of this rod. This fine-tune adjustment, the magnetic adjustment, that's more for wind conditions, and the more windy it is, the more you might want to turn that up to max. What we're going to do first is we got our lure put on here. I'm going to go ahead and reel this up a little bit. I'm going to turn our magnetic adjustment down to the minimum. Going to want to set it up with that on the minimum. And then we got our course adjustment. I'm just going to move it around and set it up on camera here. So here's our lure here, and I'm going to press the button, and it fell really fast. I'm going to adjust the course adjustment. Now it's falling slow, and I'm going to adjust the course adjustment so it falls just, takes about, when it hits the ground, you don't want the reel to be spinning at all. So it's not going to drop too fast. I'm going to press it now. And it could go a little faster than that. It's actually almost stopping on me. And when it hits the ground, my reel stopped. So that's what you want. When you press the button, it's going to fall, and the reel stops. You don't get any line. Actually, I'm going to just slow it down ever so slightly. That looks about good to me. Now it's a little windy out today, so I'm just going to mess with the fine-tune, turn the magnet to about medium. So that's what you have to do on every single lure that you put on. Every single time you change a lure, you have to hold up your rod, depress the button, and see it slowly fall. And you want this to not keep unraveling. If you have this set up incorrectly and you cast, you can get a really big bird's nest, and that can happen to lots of people very often, and it can be a pain in the, a real big pain. You got to cut off a lot of line then. So every single time you change lure, just takes a minute to do it. Once you get good at it, it only takes a couple seconds. And just want it to fall at a good speed, and then stop when it hits the ground or the water. So that's all you really have to do to set these up. Let's go ahead outside, fish a little bit, and show you the casting technique with them. Alright guys, we're outside at the pond now. Got my pole all set up. I'm going to show you how to cast it. I'm going to try to follow this as I cast. But basically you depress this button, and then you start, you depress it and you just start throwing it. It's not like a spin cast that you have to let it go. Once you press it, that's all you do. When your line's going out, use your finger to slow and stop the line right when it hits the water. Let me see if I could show this. Press it, touch the line, and now you can start casting. As you can see, no bird's nest. Alright, we'll go ahead and do that one more time. I like to leave a little bit of line at the end, about 2 feet, 1.5 feet to 2 feet. And I keep my thumb always ready. I push the button kind of with the middle of my finger. My thumb's always ready. I actually hold the string with my thumb until the pole gets to about, where I want to aim it to, like about halfway through the throw. So let's go ahead and try it again. Push the button. And now press it down and stop it. Now start reeling. Alright guys, going to do a couple casts here. So press the button, let go. Stop it with your finger. Press it, stop it. So I'm pressing it holding the string, but right when I want it to start flying, I kind of let up on the string, but I keep my finger there, ready to slow it and stop it when I need. Stop it. Alright guys, so little final thoughts here. Great thing about these reels, similar to spin cast, is you can really cast them really quick. I find that I can get more casts out quicker than I can with my spinning reel. Now with my spin reel, I can get them out pretty quick, pretty fast with it. But I find with the Baitcast, I can just cast a little quicker, so that's nice. I can get them in the water quicker. As for ease of use and everything, spinner or Baitcast, both are great. I find this just fun to use, so it is fun to use. Now I'm going to stop using it today because I've been using this lure for a while, and I've seen it go past a few bass, hasn't done anything. And I was using this lure yesterday, caught a few bass, so I'm going to go back to this lure. It's attached to my spin pole. But I have caught a walleye on this Baitcast, and it is a lot of fun to use. I admit I've had a couple bird's nests happen just when I first got out and I just messed up casting it. You know, it takes some time and get some little bit of muscle memory, so practice a bit. I'd suggest using heavy line, 12 pound or higher, because the drag on here when you pull puts a lot of pressure on the line in there. And if you got really small line, it can dig down and get more easy to tangle. So 12 pound or higher line is what I would suggest. And just practice with it. Remember to keep your thumb always ready, and they're a lot of fun to use. So I'll keep using this. It's a great reel and pole I got here. I'm just using this with a ugly stick, 6 foot, medium, one piece. And great thing. But for the rest of the day, or for a little while, I'm going to try this lure on my spin. So anyways guys, have any questions about Baitcast reels, let me know. Happy fishing. We'll see y'all later.